Hi, everyone. Okay, let me just get settled here. Happy Wednesday. Yep. All right, so good afternoon. I just have a few items to pass on at the top, and then I'd be happy to take your questions. So today, Secretary Austin will host or is hosting Australian Minister of Defence Richard Marles and UK British Secretary of State for Defence Ben Wallace for a trilateral defence ministers meeting on AUKUS. We will provide a full readout of this meeting later this afternoon. As you know, this is the third day of meetings with the Secretary's defence counterparts. And yesterday, the Secretary participated in the Australian Defence Ministerial... go ahead. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay,
you go first.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks. Pat Tucker, Defense One. Good to see you.
Yeah.
So yesterday, 3 strikes within Russian territory, likely, according to a wide consensus among analysts, Ukrainian. 1 strike just 122 miles south east of Moscow, another one almost 500 miles in country. We know that the Ukrainian MOD and U.S. Defense Department coordinate a lot on operations on the ground. Was the Defense Department aware that those strikes were going to take place beforehand? Was that part of the coordination? And if not, is that the sort of thing, increased strikes deep within Russian territory, is that the sort of thing the Defense Department would like to be more aware of before they happen in the future?
Well, I wouldn't say that we are in constant communication or contact about strikes that are going to take place. We certainly work with our Ukrainian counterparts, but one of the things that we do is we're providing the weapons, the systems that they need. They are making the decisions on the ground in terms of targeting, in terms of when they conduct an operation. What we are providing is the security assistance. So no, we were not necessarily informed or aware of any strike happening within Russia. We've seen the reports, but I have nothing further to add to that. I would direct you to the Ukrainian military for further comment.
Okay. And then just a quick follow-up. The U.S. has been reluctant to give them ATACMS missiles that can range to Moscow out of fear of escalating the conflict. Now that they've shown that they're willing to basically range to Moscow, does that change at all the calculation or the discussion around providing them with longer range fires?
We're going to keep providing them what they need to protect their territory, to defend their citizens on the battlefield. I mean, part of what we are doing with our security assistance is making sure that they have what they need in this unprovoked fight or unprovoked war that Russia launched against Ukraine. And all we can do is ensure that they have the tools that they need. Of course, we don't want to see an escalation. That we're not looking for an escalation. We're not seeking a war with Russia. But we are going to enable Ukraine to protect itself.
Okay, so this doesn't really change the calculus at all, the fact that they're now striking deep within Russian territory?
I have no reason to believe that. In terms of calculus, I mean, again, security assistance packages, they're going to continue to come. Congress, we're going to continue to work with Congress to request more funding for when we need it, and presidential drawdown authorities are going to be continued to be used. So that I expect to continue pretty right. Build on the rotations that the department has already carried out this year in Australia. Yeah.
Just a follow-up on that, Chinese foreign minister responded to the Secretary Austin's remarks yesterday, saying that the U.S. is going to increase its rotational footprint in Australia. Chinese foreign ministry says the United States keeps creating small circles and with some of its allies. Such actions will only undermine regional peace and stability. What's your reaction to that?
I don't think exercises with other countries, like I don't know if he mentioned any specifics, but we conduct bilateral, trilateral exercises all the time with other countries, as does China. I certainly don't think we are undermining the security in any way. As we laid out in the NDS, we see China as our pacing challenge here, but we're not looking to see conflict with China. We're seeking competition. And we can do that strategically, we can do that safely, and we can do that with our partners and allies in the region and all around the world. Go ahead. Follow up, yeah.
Like Secretary Austin was talking about rotational forces. Are we talking about they are going to be there just for exercises, or when we say rotational, we mean that they will be there for a period of time?
Well, to the Secretary's comments, I have nothing further to add. Rotational would mean that they continue to rotate, but we have a presence, an enduring presence in the region. So is there something more specific that you're asking, or?
Secretary Austin specifically said that the United States is going to increase its rotational forces in Australia.
Yep, and that's what I just...
exercises, or are we talking about rotational forces like currently we have in Poland, in Eastern Europe, or in Middle East?
No, as part of our expanded force posture there, which what he was force posture cooperation there, he was talking about just increasing the rotational presence of U.S. capabilities in Australia. That doesn't preclude that we wouldn't be able to build on more exercises there per se, but right now it's just that, just increasing our rotational presence. I'm just going to go to the phones and then I'll come back to the room right here. Courtney Kubi.
Hi. So what I'm wondering is on the idea of people signing up or not because of the COVID vaccine. DoD does these surveys where they ask about propensity to serve and ability and willingness and whether people are actually eligible to serve. And I'm wondering if any of those have ever actually asked the question whether people are not going to sign up, enlist, or because of the COVID vaccine. Because I found it interesting that yesterday Secretary Austin specifically said
East Asia.
And you said, I'm sorry, the last question was readiness on?
In other
East Asia.
regions,
Okay.
such as East Asia.
Thank you. In terms of our stockpiles, the Secretary, the Chairman have been very clear that with every security assistance package that we put together and package for Ukraine, we're always assessing our readiness. We are not going to drop below certain levels. We're going to maintain a level of our own readiness where we feel comfortable, where we feel secure, and that will include, our stockpiles as well. I think what you're getting to in terms of readiness in East Asia, again, we feel confident that we are able to continue to supply Ukraine with the security assistance it needs, while remaining focused on other areas in the Indo-Pacific, and certainly remaining focused on China, which has certainly been extensively laid out on why we are so focused on China in the National Defense Strategy. And I'd point you to that. Thanks all. I have to hop to a meeting, but thank you. Happy Wednesday. We'll see you later this week or next week.